Are you ready? Are you guys and girls, girls, gals, growls, growls ready? Are you ready, guys? It is that time once again. Friday night SmackDown. Man, I don't know what they have in store here. There's a whole lot of stuff going down in the WWE, man. On and off camera. That's just making it a wild ride. I'll say that. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. Hope you guys are masking up, keeping yourself tidy. Keep yourself tidy. Oh, I gotta change the color on this desk. SmackDown time. What is up? Let me get the desk looking right. What do we got? Undertaker.
He is truly superhuman.
Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Awe-inspiring.
Okay, I gotta mute that. The Undertaker. We're gonna be giving him massive props tonight, from what it sounds like, which is cool, and also a little. I wouldn't say strange, but also it makes me feel like maybe there's something else that's gonna happen besides that. Maybe it's gonna feed into some other storyline or something that's gonna happen. We're gonna have to see. They're showing a really cool, really well cut package showing the career of the Undertaker. All not all the iconic moments, but a lot of the iconic moments. It is time, guys. What is up? Gaming every day is in the house. Bryson, JPax, Sethy plays, Mo, Weerupt, Ringmaster, GM Punk, the general manager, General Manager Punk. Travis is in the building as well. What is going on, guys? And one hit. If you guys have not already, oh, I haven't even already. Let me get over here and do it myself before I ask you guys to do it. Let's do this. Okay. What I was speaking of is tweeting about the stream. Let me tweet it out. Oh boy, they really wanted to do the dang thing here with this opening intro thing. Undertaker. Undertaker, so awesome, man. What a career.
I did things my way, and I'm gonna leave my way. This time, the cowboy really rides away.
Oh boy. Paul Bearer. Love Paul Bearer so much. Let's see if I can get this link. Big Rud, the Rudnertaker is in here. The Rudnertaker is here for the Undertaker episode of SmackDown. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thanks for all the thumbs up as well, guys. All right, let me put this. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Boom. Okay, good. It didn't delete any of my hashtags. Sometimes it does that. Going straight to commercial? Nope.
And tonight we say
thank you, Taker.
As we welcome you to a very special edition of Friday Night SmackDown this past Sunday night.
Thank you, Taker. Oh, they got everybody out here. The Miz, Big E, Braun Strowman.
He had wrestled his last match.
An industry built on the shoulders of legends. No one has garnered the reverence of both fans and peers quite like the Undertaker. So throughout the night, we will hear tributes from some of Taker's most celebrated adversaries and contemporaries, including this cavalcade of a who's who of...
Oh, no. Cannot put that song on. Dang, Mick Foley, Stone Cold. We're gonna hear from Roman Reigns. Nice. Okay. A lot of people on there. Oh yeah. This fire burns inside me. Oh yes. Thank you for the host. I gotta replace this thing on the desk here, man. gotta get the other one going. Once again, thank you everybody for joining me today. This is gonna be a special episode of SmackDown. I've always liked seeing Undertaker on SmackDown. Let's see if I can get the event list going. I feel like I'm just missing it. Oh, dang. We are going back. I like it.
The Undertaker is now revealed. Look at the size of that hammer.
Look at the size. All right, there we go.
And look at the look on the face.
What is up, everybody?
Holy cow. Doesn't look like he's having a good time.
Empire's in the house, too. Welcome, everybody.
Undertaker's expression has never changed since the match started. This Undertaker seems to be in
Bret Hart.
the pain.
Do I have Bret Hart?
Undertaker, all 325 pounds. Look at that.
Oh, took out Deztroix, baby.
This guy. He just got nailed with a tombstone.
Jeez, man. Put this guy through the mat.
I can think to describe this Undertaker.
Jeez, man.
That was the first chapter, but still to come tonight, what we now know is the last. It was the Phenom versus the Phenomenal One in a deeply personal rivalry.
Oh,
It
yeah.
culminated in a Boneyard match at Wrestlemania. It's the final.
Okay, gotta mute that. Up next, the Boneyard match. Very nice. I thought they would save that till later on. I guess they're doing it next after the commercial break here. Very nice. All right, let me get AJ. Oh, I got a brand new picture of AJ. All right, hang on. There's AJ. Maybe I should leave this picture for now because he didn't have the title. Yeah, I'll just leave this picture for now. We'll replace it later if we have to. And let's put the Undertaker. Let's put him over there. Who do you guys think's gonna win this this Boneyard match? Just do all Taker's video. Yeah, they're probably just gonna do a very. It's a good way to fill in some of the blanks, you know, with all the unpredictability of who's testing and who just got tested, who's gonna be testing later. It's probably the best just for them to like keep people apart for now. You think AJ's gonna win it? Yeah, me too. I think AJ's gonna win the Boneyard match this time. It's gonna have an alternate ending. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh my goodness. What if they knew that he was gonna retire, so they filmed an alternate ending to this match where he still wins, but where it turns out differently? That would be really cool if they'd planned ahead this whole time. And we finally get to see it. Sadly, AJ will probably win. Yeah, he'll probably take Undertaker out, send him on his merry way, put him in the grave. That would be really cool if they did that. They had an alternate ending all saved up. I don't know what else is going to be on the show. I know that isn't Drew Gulak supposed to get a title shot today? I thought Drew Gulak was going to have a title match against AJ. And then I also thought that the bro said something about what he was going to do today, but that was about it.
The Undertaker and Kane. Maybe they've seen enough. Maybe the Undertaker.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Kane. Kane shows up. Yes. There you go. That's a good idea. Kane shows up in the alternate ending. And he buries both of them, AJ and Undertaker, to become the mayor of the town that particular cemetery is residing in. Dude, Big Rud, thank you for the bits, man. That is the biggest of Rud that we've gotten today. Biggest of bits that we've gotten today. So you're gonna get some crowns. You blame her for doing that to Renee, dude. It's not. She spends what, like 5 hours a day with the WWE people? She could have got it anywhere, dude. She doesn't just go home and go to WWE. She could have went to the store. She could have went to the gyms. You know how Florida is, dude. Like everything's open in Florida now. They have one of the most lax states possible. They have like basically no rules about people being open or what they have to do. They have a really lax guidelines. So Renee could have got it anywhere.
Caring and loving about the business
John
so much
Cena.
that you put it above all else.
He's legit one of the greatest performers of all time in any form of entertainment.
Oh, we got
You
Roman Reigns too.
Deny the passion of that. You can't.
That's
deny
not
the
biased, dude.
dedication
She
of that.
spends most of her time not in the WWE.
Can't do
You know this, right?
what he did
It's
and
just like
not
any
love
other
this.
job. You spend most
He
of
gave
your
his whole
time
life
not
to
at your
it.
job.
The bar
coulda got
for
it anywhere.
respect is the Undertaker.
It's not like getting to the top of the mountain, it's staying there. So be able to do that for, you know, the amount of years, decades, it's incredible.
That
her
goes
second
into
time.
his
Kayla,
investment,
yeah,
his passion,
sucks
what
about
you
Kayla.
believe. But I think
She's
as
been doing an
long as
interview
you
on Raw and
believe,
SmackDown. Yeah, she has.
then the Undertaker
Still, like I said, that's like 4 hours
will
out
be
of
the
her day.
Undertaker.
There's another 20 hours that she's not there. Could have got it anywhere, man. There's no guarantee that she actually got it while she was at a WWE taping. Uh-oh, here we go. The Boneyard match. Dude, I should have some creepy, like, graveyard background here. I guess this is kind of creepy. Why is it this the main event? Yeah, I don't know. I gotta mute that. Yeah, why is this not the main event? Halo is in the building as well. The digital building. The digital gritty building. That's where we're all at. SmackDown is Taker, yes. This is definitely the Undertaker edition of SmackDown. Which is fine with me. The more Taker, the better. Especially with his recent announcement. But I don't know if he really said that. Did he really say that it was his last match? He said he was okay with it being his last match. And they asked him, didn't they ask him if he'd be willing to do another match? And then he just kind of like sidestepped the answer. I don't think he really said that he was all the way done. I think he left it kind of open for interpretation. Here's AJ.
It's so scary. This doesn't look scary at all.
This don't look scary at all. He said yes to Vince. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like I'm not sure. New Chicken King of Chicago himself. Yeah, I saw that chicken, man. That chicken looked good. And so did the laptop that he had next to it. I see his last match at Survivor Series. Yeah, that's where I would hope it would be, and I would hope it's against Sting as well. There's Elijah. Elijah, what is up, man? Hopefully Elijah figures out what's going on with his account so he can start being a mod again, because obviously I put the wrench on him. It's just looks like he's got a couple of accounts or something. Won't do it at Survivor Series. Well, that's where he showed up, right? Isn't that where he actually got introduced? All right. Just want to make sure it's not playing the playing the copyrighted music here. Okay. Sting versus Taker, dude. That's what I want. I could definitely go for that. Uh-oh. It's not so scary.
Hey, does Michelle know you're out this late? She let you come out. Hey, I took the liberty of digging your grave for you. Doesn't it look nice?
You dug your own grave, son.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
You think so? Come on, old man.
You dug your own grave.
Come on, let's see,
You
see
think
what
so?
you got.
I know so.
You think you still got it?
I love that.
Yeah, that's what you think. That's what you think.
I love that part. That part's so cool. Because he basically tells him, you know?
Where you going? Huh? Come on, tough guy. Get up. Get up. Come on, you see you want to dig a hole? You want to dig a hole? I'll show you a hole. Come on. Where you going, AJ?
The
Alan,
trash
hey,
talk.
Alan, where you
Hey,
going,
Alan.
son? Hey.
Dang.
Here, take some rest.
Ouch. Right on the casket.
It's all fun, right?
Ouch.
Come on, you got more than that, right?
For him to debut at Survivor Series and retire at Survivor Series, that would be epic, yeah. I don't think he should go in the ring. Yeah, well, maybe he wants to though, man. Maybe that's how he wants to go out. I think it should be up to him. If he wants to have an actual match as his last match, maybe that would make sense.
Bitch. What you did?
Punched right through the window with the greatest of ease. Yeah, this was probably my favorite match of Mania. There was a lot of good stuff that happened. Well, there were parts that I liked about other matches. I also liked the Edge match. Kind of sucks about Rhea. Kind of sucks about Shayna. There was some good stuff though. There was some good parts. I like the Kevin Owens jumping off the WrestleMania sign. That was pretty cool. What else was awesome? Of course, Drew winning. Braun taking the title off of Goldberg. The Gronkowski thing was just, his outfit was crazy. And his attitude was crazy too. What else was really good at Mania? Edge and Randy. I like that. It was kind of long, but it was brutal, and it fit the storyline. It fit how savage they should have been to each other. Yeah, exactly. Any match Taker picks for his actual last match. But then again, I don't know if I would believe him. If he says that his last match is going to be at Survivor Series, I'd probably believe it. But I don't know. I'd still have a squinty eyes. I'd be like, oh no. They had fans show up to the gravesite, did they? I didn't know that. Fans showed up at the gravesite. Sting is Mr. TNA. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I associate Sting with WCW more than any other promotion that he's worked at. But then again, I watched him more in WCW than I did when he was in TNA. So maybe. It'd be so funny if a fan actually got to sneak in, and if you look in the background, there's just somebody like peeking from behind a tombstone, like how Dudley does. That would be funny. It's like a little Easter egg for everybody who knows. Spot the fan who did not get arrested. It's just some dude behind. Oh no, it's that guy. They should have got that guy. You know, the dude from WrestleMania. Was it WrestleMania 30 when the Undertaker streak ended? That one dude with the crazy eyes who was so shocked when he lost. Have it be that guy. That guy pops out from behind from behind the tombstone, and he's got that same crazy look on his face, and his glasses all sideways. That'd be so funny. It's that guy. That'd be great. Like as soon as AJ thinks he's about to bury him, and he gets on that machine that's gonna push the dirt in. That's when it zooms over and you see the guy behind the dumpster looking like, no, he's gonna bury the Undertaker. He has that same look from WrestleMania 30, and then Taker shows up behind him, and then you see the look go back to like, ah, yeah, and the guy straightens his glasses and then ducks back down. That would be so cool. The dude with the eyes, you know what I'm talking about? The guy who was just like shocked when the streak ended. That guy. He pops up from behind the tombstone because he's like, no, he's gonna bury AJ. Don't have him say anything. Just have him pop up with that same face. That would be way better than the weird little doink thing they did at the Money in the Bank Tower match. I would have loved that.
And he delivered all the time. He's the guy that always
And they got Bret Hart.
raised the bar.
It's just something special. You hear the term lightning in a bottle, and
You know, Stevie-O is in the house.
While,
Oh, hey.
if
Hang
you
on a
make it to
second.
the top, you've caught it. But man, he caught it for like what, 30 years.
Hang on a second. I got something to play. It goes a little something like this. Speaking of things. Sting! Oh my god! Mo is here! Mo is here with RoboCop! The franchise! It's the franchise! Mo is here with RoboCop! Mo, a member for 8 months. Thank you so much, Mo. You are the chat champion, and you're on the desk. And you're hanging out with RoboCop. Thank you very much, Mo. Thanks for being a member. Oh yeah. That is epic. I'm gonna give you some crowns. You want to crown him? Crown him.
Get your ass in there. Just fall already.
Dang. This is gonna take up some major time here if they're gonna have commercial interruptions. This could go all the way through the, I'd say the, what, like the 45 mark? MoboCop. Jeez, man. Oh. You do not want to catch punches from the Undertaker, man.
How's that feel down there? Hey, dead man!
We're just getting started.
He's like, man, I'm going to punch you guys right out of your contracts. No, not our contracts. Yep, right out of your contracts. You boys messed with the wrong one. I got a lot of pull around here because of my legacy. I'll punch you right out of your contracts. Into obscurity. Forever. See, they're rethinking it now. They're like, oh, dang. Maybe we should bring the Dark Order.
Let's do this. Let's do it.
Dude, Biker Taker might be the most OP Taker. He's got all the powers of the undead, but he's actually like able to fight off everybody. Whole crowds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the Undertaker strikes back. Biker Taker hasn't lost yet. Yeah, Biker Taker didn't lose at WrestleMania, did he? I don't think so.
Shovel? All right, let's use a shovel. Get your ass up.
Yeah, that's true. Didn't they? Cody Johnson? I forgot about that. Dude, the dude just signed a contract a little bit ago for another 15 years or something, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness, hit him with a tombstone. And I mean literally. Yeah, didn't he sign a contract? Maybe that's just to make sure he doesn't show up anywhere else. Taker was like Logan, yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Man, Logan, what a movie.
Michelle never shall let you out.
Remember when we used to be able to go to movie theaters, guys? Dang, punched his bandana off. We're so lucky to see this, man. AJ Styles in the WWE fighting the Undertaker. I mean, think about how much like fantasy booking that is. It sounds like one of those matches you'd have to like create in a video game.
Stay down.
And you still wouldn't be able to do this, you know?
Come on, Undertaker. Come on, man. Just give up. Retire already, man. Let me bury you. Oh, hell, get up. Hey, get up. Get up. I'm begging you. Get up. Get up.
Spear! Spear through the wall! Dude, they did a really good job with this match on the
And that protects our customers.
what do you call it?
24/7.
On the Undertaker Last Ride documentary thing that they put up on the network. If you saw the way this place looked in the daytime, it didn't look very impressive. It was just like some little barn looking place in the middle of nowhere. They set it up. I think for showing up, but no matches. Yeah, maybe you might be right about that. Who knows though? I think that Undertaker and Vince McMahon, they've known each other for so long that I'd say whatever's on that paper doesn't matter as much as what they really talked about. So we'll have to see. Maybe they have plans. I really don't think he's done. I think he's gonna end up doing something. I mean, he might be done actually wrestling people straight up, but with the prominence of the cinematic match coming up, maybe there's other things that he could show up for, other parts of storylines, other people's storylines that maybe he can influence from like another standpoint. You know, kind of like how in WWE All Stars, he was a boss character, and you didn't even fight him until the very last match. So maybe they could have something like that, or he's the guy behind everything. He's the guy behind some new ministry or something, and not to where he's actually going to wrestle, but to where he's more of like a Brody Lee, but just without the wrestling. That could be cool. Lost, welcome back, Lost. Used to be very scared of the Undertaker. I used to really think he had powers. I'm not kidding. I used to really think he was like a guy who actually buried people for a living. Like real life buried people, not wrestling lingo buried people. Who else did I used to be scared of? The Boogeyman. I'm still scared of the Boogeyman. Not the Boogeyman that's like under your bed. I'm talking about the one in wrestling. I used to be really scared of him. Who else was scared of me? I was a little creeped out when Mankind showed up, but I wasn't that worried about him. Who else? There were a couple people. Who were you guys scared of when you were younger? Who did you think was like really an actual bad guy or an actual person who would like bite your neck or whatever? Watching SmackDown confused? Kane was terrifying? Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. They should have never taken that mask off of him. I mean, I understand why they did it, but it just didn't look right. I was like, dude, isn't he supposed to be grotesque? He just looked like a regular dude with some black stuff on his face. Yeah, the dude ate worms. Ugh. Yes. See you later. All right, Empire. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Who else was scary to me? Who did you guys find? Kane, yeah. Dude, Kane 98 is one of the most devastating forces of all time. I hope Kane gets the props he deserves when he eventually really decides to hang it up, because he's not officially retired. Kane's so awesome. After these messages, we'll be right back. Scared of WCW 7, aka Goldust. He looks scary from the pictures I've seen, but I don't remember. I don't remember watching him. I don't remember seeing him in that incarnation when it was actually happening. Who was I really creeped out by? I used to be very scared of Cross Space Crippler. I used to be scared of a lot of submission artists. Stuff was creep fest. Who else? But yeah, definitely Undertaker. I believed, man. I thought he had powers.
That character.
Hey,
and
speaking
then
of Kane.
add to it. It was then and is today the greatest character in the history of the business.
The Great Kabuki. Oh, really? Gangrel. I just thought they were super cool, man. I was a little worried, but I didn't really believe that they were vampires. But I did like them a lot.
I think he's the biggest star
Dude,
in
the
history of
Brood.
business.
Heck yes. Kane theme song, yeah, especially the Slow Chemical. Alright, back to it. It sounds like a zombie movie. Yeah, the Slow Chemical version was awesome. Acid, what's up? Speaking of Slow Chemical, we got Acid in the building. Papa Shango, yeah, that was pretty creepy
Just
too.
don't have it anymore, old man.
Oh, Doink. Doink was kind of creepy.
Oh, you just don't have it anymore.
The Fiend now, yeah, the Fiend. I'll give you that. Fiend's kind of scary now. Dudley's still scared of the Fiend. Andre the Giant. Dude, when I saw him in Princess Bride, I was like, oh, this guy's actually such a nice dude. Uh-oh, Undertaker on the ropes. I love the sound effects they added for the punches. Doink's heel theme, it was creepy. Yeah, Doink was creepy to me. I never really liked clowns anyway. Yeah, the Fiend still. Who else? Karrion Kross is kind of scary.
A broken down old bitch.
Dang.
Trust me, Undertaker. I'm doing the world a favor. I'm gonna bury you right here, right now.
Great when I thought the match might actually be over. Mind game warfare. Oh man. Oh dude, when Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt were having their feud, I loved it so much. The Sister Abigail and the floorboards and all that. That was so excellent. Too bad their Mania match wasn't that great. I even liked the House of Horrors match or whatever they had. Bray in a dress. Bray in the doily. He had like a doily on his face. That was wacky. Lance Archer, yeah, that dude's kind of... he's a beast. I'd be scared to be next to him for sure. Look out behind you, AJ. I'm never not gonna laugh at that part. AJ's all like sure of himself, and all of a sudden, Undertaker's behind him, and he grabs him backwards, and he's like, ah! Oh my goodness. Braun in the Wonder Woman costume.
You can't run, AJ.
Oh man.
You can't run. You don't last 30 years around here without being able to take some ass kicking. You can run, but you can't hide, son. The unholy trinity, remember?
Abdullah the Butcher. Huh. Oh, Psycho Sid. Psycho Sid was kind of scary. See? This might be the most OP Taker, because he's like a mixture of his real life and his like mystical life, you know? Ooh. I like what he's like, tell me my wife's name. Tell me how old I am. Oh, yeah, Dexter Loomis is kind of creepy too. Vader was imposing. Especially with that like shoulder mask thing. Boom. He made you famous, Carl. Tombstoned you on the roof.
It's you and me now, AJ. Ow. Just you and me, buddy.
How are you still standing? I had you dead buried.
I had you dead buried.
Huh?
How are you still standing? I had you dead buried.
No.
Such a good match.
This is what you wanted.
Well, I don't want to even say match. It's a good cinematic brawl. Goodness gracious. Chokeslammed off the roof. Yeah, Sting was kind of creepy. I'll give you that. Yeah, Taker is lamb waist. Yeah, the Ascension, dude.
It's a
Man,
double contract signing for the horror show at Extreme Rules.
The horror show?
The indomitable WWE champion Drew McIntyre and the eccentric Raw Women's champion Asuka
What?
share the ring
The
with their
horror
hidden
show?
challengers, Dolph Ziggler and Sasha Banks. Is chaos inevitable? Plus, has the malicious Seth Rollins finally crossed the line?
Yes, he has.
Or will he continue to wreak havoc?
Fashion Files, yeah, that'd be great.
Raw, this Monday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
Shockmaster. Shockmaster looked creepy when he was falling through the wall. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was awesome to have all the wrestlers out there that were in the house clapping for the Undertaker at the beginning. Abyss? Oh man. Boneyard match, yeah. I was thoroughly surprised by this match, especially because when they first said Boneyard match, I was like, oh, maybe it'll be buried alive, maybe it'll be like that. I was thinking that, and then it turned out to be like a buried alive match, but even more so because it wasn't in an empty arena, it was in a graveyard actually. You want the hacker to come back? Dude, what is up with the hacker? Maybe he got canceled. Maybe he was a Twitch streamer that got canceled or something. That would be unfortunate. Commercial break time. Yeah, Mankind was creepy. It's not over yet. It's not over yet, guys. It's commercial. It was kind of smart of them to not end the show with this, because if you ended the show with this, people might be like, oh, I've already seen it, and they might just leave. But people might want to know what's going to happen during this with the interviews and what's going to happen after this. So I think it was actually a pretty good idea. Crazy Steve. Dean. Yeah, I don't know about him being scary though. Who else? I know I'm leaving some people out, but definitely Undertaker. Really, for a while, I thought he actually had powers. He's been around for so long. Yep, a lot of people are catching the hammer, man. It's, I don't even say it's too bad because I don't really know all about it. There's probably some reason, and if they find that it's not a reason, he'll be the first person that they bring back. Guy's gotten away with things. There's so many people on this platform who've gotten away with things just because of how big they are. So if anything, the guy's got enough money to hire a really good lawyer, and if he's able to do anything about it, then he'll be back. I don't understand why these streamers who are huge like that don't just have a webmaster make them their own streaming site and get everybody onto that. Like Ninja could have ninja.com and he just streams on ninja.com. And he'll be missing probably 30% of his Twitch audience or his Mixer audience. He'll still have people. When you have thousands and thousands of people who are constantly subscribing to you and giving you donations, buying you stuff, all these sponsors, you should just create your own streaming platform and just stream on there. And invite some people that you like to be on there too, and let them have some free reign. It won't be the Wild West. You still won't be able to stream like full movies on the site because you'll still get DMCA takedowns and stuff because you can't dodge that. But it'd be nice to not have to really worry, wouldn't it?
What do you think?
People are just like, they think they have to be on a platform after you get that big, dude. Alinity can go somewhere. Pokemon can go somewhere. Like, these people can make their own site and just get 100% of the profits. You're bored of this match, dude? This is one of the best cinematic matches of all time. It's unfortunate.
Ribs hurt, don't they? Come on, buddy. Come here. Get up here. Come over here with me. Over here with me. Come over here with me.
China was scary, yes. I was scared of China.
Like a man. Right? What? What? Come on, old man.
Might as well put it on the network for free.
I'm sorry. You're sorry.
They're putting it on TV for free.
You're sorry.
That's pretty cool, right?
You were a hell of a fight. Don't bury me. Huh?
Don't bury me, bro.
Do you think I'm gonna bury you? Really? You just fought your ass off.
Broxa, welcome back, man.
Come on, man. Huh? Come here.
Yeah, Pillman was crazy with the gun. What the heck, man?
You fought, man. There's a lot of people that ain't give me that fight. You good, brother? You all right?
Oh, I never really noticed that part. Where he said, "You good, brother." He's a good brother. Sparta kick right into the grave. See you later, AJ. Will he get the rights to his wrestling name? No, that's owned by WWE. It was created by Vince. Undertaker did not create his gimmick. He perfected it. He helped perfect it, but he didn't create it. This is Sparta! Don't bury me, bro. A wrestler during Triple H or Cena Reigns of Terror, yep. Oh my goodness. That's it, man. Game over. It's like the end of a Saw movie. I want to play a game. You will fight the Undertaker in the middle of an empty graveyard. If you win, you lose. If you lose, you lose. Let the games begin. AJ Styles. Buried. So epic, man. The wackest part though is when the hands stick it up out of the grave. That, to me, they shouldn't have done that. If they were gonna do that, they should have just had like his glove laying on the dirt like that or something. Vampiro? Don't really know a whole lot about him. Sounds kind of scary. Hey, it's the song. He's got lasers and fire. And a motorcycle. And he got his bandana back. His bandana is like Thor's hammer. It just comes back to him whenever he calls for it. What a great match. And then just rides off. Undertaker. Undertaker. Possum King? What?
And the Cowboy finally rides away. The final match of The Undertaker.
How about that? The Undertaker's final match.
You got Baron Corbin.
It just happened to be 30 years after his first match. But you guys know why they call it a Boneyard match? Huh? Because that's exactly what The Undertaker is.
A bag of bones?
Bag of bones.
Dang.
The Undertaker's just a shell of what he used to be. I mean, he's supposed to have some storied 30-year career. Wow. Do you know how many of those years The Undertaker spent kissing the ass of a certain family?
Oh.
Do you know there actually used to be a club around here called the Kiss My Ass Club? And The Undertaker, well, he was the founding member. I mean, really, a 30-year career. Nobody does that. It's impossible. Unless you're coddled and protected.
Yeah, Jake is kind of creepy. I'll give you that. Jake the Snake is creepy.
That's exactly what he was. Protected for 30 years. Undertaker, you've been stealing money from this company for the last 20 years. And you know what else? I think you're a selfish son of a bitch because you've been holding superior athletes like myself down for a very, very long time.
Okay, Baron.
Now I gotta stand around and I gotta hear all these Hall of Famers and these legends pay their respects to The Undertaker. Matter of fact, then all these fools come out to the stage and they chant, "Thank you, Taker." You know what, Taker? I don't
Chad,
thank
what the
you.
heck? No.
Oh, don't start with that stupid chant.
Yeah, Baron's good, man.
No, it's very
Baron's
simple.
good.
Matter of fact, Mark Calloway, I want to leave you with one final thought. You suck.
What a jerk. Oh, meanwhile, from behind,
Jeff Hardy.
Attacking Corbin. Jeff Hardy's heard enough of Corbin disparaging The Undertaker.
Oh, weird wrecking ball drop kick. Cracks his own back. Jeff with a wild flailing attack on Baron Corbin. Bam, 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 bam. Well, that's how we're going to commercial. All right. That'd be so funny if Undertaker would have been like standing right behind him when the camera panned back over, and then Baron Corbin's like, oh, and he does like a weird little shake, and then Undertaker just grabs him and slams him, choke slams him, and then he's like, he has a mic, and he's like, I said that was my last match. I didn't say I wasn't done. And then he just walks out. That'd be cool. People start thinking they're safe. Taker's like, nah, I don't have to have a match to destroy you. That could be cool. Is it gonna be Hardy versus Corbin? I could go for that. Nice of Jeff to shut him up. As much as I like these guys, it's so cool to see them get their comeuppance. It's so good to see them get smacked in the mouth when they talk trash. Brother Nero. Dun, 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 dun. I really think that Extreme Rules is going to be his stage to shine. I think it's either going to be his stage to shine, or now that I've heard this weird like horror story. What's it called? Horror story? Extreme Rules horror story. It's going to be that, or it's going to be Bray Wyatt. But gosh, no, I don't think it's going to be that because Bray Wyatt's not the Fiend. He's Bayou Wyatt. Maybe they could still make it a horror show. Him and Braun. Maybe they'll have a match like back at the burned down, or not burned down, but it'll be like just the bones. You know how like when a building burns down, it doesn't completely burn down. Sometimes there's still those like slats and the walls, and sometimes the roof is still kind of there. Maybe Braun and Bray will fight at the old Sister Abigail resting place. You know, a choke slam followed by a swanton. Yeah, that'd be cool. Queen Corbred, you're next. Yeah, in the rubble. Ooh, that'd be so fresh. They could build it at so, dude, it's giving me chills just thinking about it. If he's like, Bray, what? I know he's like, Braun Strowman, you know exactly where to find me. It's where she gave you the message. It's where she gave you the power that you've used so wildly since then. You know where. And then it turns out to be the place. It turns out to be the old compound where she was buried. And that's where Liv Morgan shows up, and she's actually Sister Abigail, so that she gets an actual role on TV and doesn't just be a cryptic weirdo. How about that? How about Liv Morgan actually gets a spot on television? Could you see her being like just all like okay, you know in Suicide Squad, the main villain of Suicide Squad, the Enchantress? If she was like that but not dressed like that, she just kind of acted that way, like kind of otherworldly and ephemeral, kind of ethereal, kind of like a ghost, moving kind of like a ghost. She's got very good control over her body and her facial expressions and stuff. I really think that she could pull it off. I think that would be awesome.
Those matches that fans remember forever, and he deserves that. Undertaker deserves all the notoriety.
Do it. Give her such a good person to be hanging out with too. Bray could help her hone all that, wrestling and promos. Make no mistake, there's a lot of room for improvement for Liv, but she's a good foundation right now. What happened with the Undertaker thing? What do you mean? Oh boy. Nope. Hopefully that wasn't too much of that song.
Corbin's disparaging
okay. Jeff Hardy backstage.
About the Undertaker very personally.
Yeah, it hit a nerve, Sarah. I mean, the Undertaker has been a mentor and teacher since day one. If it were up to me, the Mount Rushmore of WWE would be the dead man's face 4 times. Everybody in this company owes a debt of eternal gratitude to that man, especially Corbin. And so since Taker can't be here tonight to deliver a message in respect, I'm going to step up and deliver for him. Your Royal Highness can consider this a challenge. I got my diploma from Dead Man University, and tonight I'm going to unleash all my painful knowledge it took me a lifetime to acquire.
Well, Corbin's getting smashed.
Jeff Hardy is going to get exactly what he wants because we've just been informed that in our main event tonight, Jeff Hardy will go one-on-one with King Corbin.
Yeah, still to come here on SmackDown, and look who's here.
All right, so we got Sasha Banks and Bayley. Man, they got an excellent agent. They're everywhere. They're like Visa card, man. It's everywhere you want to be. That's Visa card, right? A new picture? Yeah, I got my new picture. Alexa Bliss. Oh, they're not in the match. They're on the announce table. Okay. Alexa Bliss all by herself. No Necky? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please no. Don't tell me. Do not tell me that they've decided to split these two behind the scenes. If they're going to split, there needs to be a story about that. Oh, okay, here's Nikki. Okay, all right. Whew. They're just giving them separate entrances.
The unhinged Nikki Cross. Hey, Sasha, you said last week on Raw.
She's still got this crazy music. Nikki, okay. Wow. Dude, that just gave me such a relief. I was so worried for a second. I thought they split up Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross behind the scenes. Whew. Whew. Yeah, that face paint is awesome. What I was saying before is I was thinking that Jeff Hardy is going to be the main event at Extreme Rules this year. I think he's going to have himself one heck of a match against Sheamus. I wouldn't be surprised if Sheamus somehow acquires the Intercontinental Championship before then. That way it's for the title, because I do think that it needs a little bump, a little oomph, but it would be actually awesome. Maybe Sheamus will find a way to cheat his way into the Intercontinental title and hold it. I don't know. Probably won't happen though. I would like it though. Lacey's here and Dana's here too. Lacey? Yes, Dudley. Lacey's here. All right, so we've got a fatal four-way.
Oh, look at Lacey Evans from behind. Oh my! And now Nikki Cross will roll up and a kick out as well.
I can't. Look at this. No more shoving. No rules. You can't just call rules.
Did she watch the show?
No more shoving.
Every woman for herself tonight.
Oh, it's a fatal four. Okay.
Could face Alexa, but you beat her. I beat her. Evans, but you beat her. But
all right.
Beat her. Dana Brooke. Beat her. Oh, you know what I could do? Beat Alexa and Nikki together.
Half the crowd has masks on. Wow, good. I like that.
I do have to
favorite TNA match is RVD versus Sabu. Really? That sounds like a great match. Ooh, Nikki Cross tried to pin Alexa.
I would never.
Did you just say that you would never do that?
I would never do that.
That was a play right out of the Boston Hug Connections book.
Yes, oh, this is the #1 contenders match for the women's title. All right.
You're the golden role models. I forgot.
Okay, I like it.
That is not our name.
Wonder what happened to Shayna. Yeah, what the heck's up with Shayna? Is she one of these people that we just haven't heard of that doesn't wanna work during the outbreak or something?
Oh, look at this now. Let's get a roll up Nikki Cross.
Maybe she's one of these people who just doesn't feel safe right now. I can't understand it. They worked so hard to build her up. They gave her all of the Elimination Chamber match. They let her destroy everyone. I don't think I've ever seen a person go from such a dominant performance at Elimination Chamber to just not being on TV at all this quickly.
They're not actually fighting for you. They're fighting for the championship.
Remember what happened with Kofi? Kofi didn't even win the Elimination Chamber, and he was the hottest thing.
Look at this.
They let her straight up dominate the women's division in the Elimination Chamber, and now she's just gone like a thief in the night. Alexa Bliss will win. Shayna's injured? Where are you hearing this?
And now Dana and Lacey with the double
Where's
team
Tamina?
on Nikki Cross.
Yeah, where is Tamina? Wasn't she supposed to be in this?
And the double team continues.
They're looking more like a tag team than Alexa and Nikki.
Good question, man.
Well, so much for
maybe they'll keep her till SummerSlam. Yeah, or maybe Extreme Rules. That sounds like a very Shayna pay-per-view right there.
And Lacey follows it up with a clothesline.
Maybe Extreme Rules. Maybe she'll come back then, just destroy a bunch of people again. Oh, Super Bronco Buster.
That could be
Lacey.
Guess I'll beat Lacey again.
That screaming is really good commentary.
I guess I'll beat Lacey again. Bailey. Dang, Bailey. Yeah, Otis fell off the planet too. Otis fell off the flat Earth, man. He found the edge and fell off. He's floating in space right now with his Money in the Bank and Mandy.
Unique move.
He's going, oh yeah. Oh yeah, Tucky.
I'm sorry, was that
Zero
too
gravity.
That's okay.
I weigh nothing out here.
I think it would be awesome if you guys took other people's
Look at all the
jobs.
flips I can do. I'm like a 205 live athlete.
Hamilton's,
He's just floating in space right
top
now.
rope now for,
Could be a referee.
for Dana Brooke. Is it enough to put Lacey Evans away? Dana!
Oh, nice senton.
Hook of the leg.
Dana with the senton. Beautifully
Breaks
placed.
things up. And the fatal four-way for an opportunity at the SmackDown Women's
Broken up by
Championship
Nikki Cross, though.
continues. And Nikki starting to get fired up, the very eccentric Nikki Cross.
Starting to get fired up. Is she ever not fired up, Cole?
Right. She's annoying. He's crazy.
I think she
Dana
went
just
for a
said, "I
surgery.
want that title."
Where are you hearing this,
Very
though?
SmackDown Women's Championship.
Are you hearing this from any source? Like, you hearing this from her or from WWE or from her doctor? Where are you getting this from?
And now Bliss in control. Looks like she's going to head up top.
Like the face. You like the shirt that the crowd has on with the face on it.
Alexa Bliss.
Uh-oh, Sparkle Splash, Twisted Bliss. Oh no, Dana Brooke got the knees up. Oh, I see it. The Jeff Hardy one.
Drop kick.
All right.
Driving Dana out of the ring.
Don't count
Pretty nice.
Lacey out.
You pick a Dana Brooke?
There.
Man, that'd be very surprising.
Who is it gonna be? Oh!
And Lacey Evans now. Oh, what a kick. And look at Lacey go. I'd love to see Lacey and Bayley battle it out.
Oh, you already seen it. You saw
You already seen it.
Nobody
Oh,
home for Nikki. Lacey with a big right hand. Now Lacey takes Nikki out.
maybe Nikki Cross is gonna win this. I'm going for Nikki. I think Nikki's gonna win it.
And now Dana Brooke into the matchup once again.
Oh my goodness, women's right. Nikki wins! Yo, I was right. I was right. Wow. Necky's coming after the women's championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship at Extreme Rules. Oh, it's the horror show? What did I call it? The horror story? The horror show. Okay. Nikki Cross. She just might be crazy enough to pull this off. Wow. Plus, she's got Alexa in her corner, you know, so it's not completely outgunned and outmatched like a lot of these women would be with their just not having a friend that they can count on to watch their back against Sasha. This could be good. Well, they booked it up. So Sasha and Bayley are going to be at Extreme Rules, and so are Nikki and Alexa. Very nice. Necky. Play with Necky. I was right.
Last week we saw the resurrection.
Yeah, it just made sense because it kind of feels like I've seen everything else here, but I don't think that that Dana would have really, I don't know, wouldn't have really sparked people's want to watch the pay-per-view. They got to do a better job of building her. She's made it look good, you know. She's made herself look good, but they got to do more for her.
Where these 4 tag teams will compete in an 8-man tag team matchup. It all happens coming up tonight. Next on Friday night.
Jeez, man. There's a lot of people in this upcoming match. It's Shinsuke, Cesaro, The Miz, Morrison, The New Day, and the Lucha House Party. Looks like it's coming up here. It's a lot of moving pieces. Let's get Alexa out of here. Gotta go, Alexa. See ya. Man. It's one way to really spice it up a little bit. Nikki Cross fighting for the World Championship of SmackDown, the Women's World Championship. Miz and Morrison. Heck yeah, man. Is Otis allowed to cash in on Ziggler? Oh, man. Yeah, dude. He gets he can choose any title he wants. That's a good idea, Stevie O. If somehow Dolph Ziggler wins the title off of Drew. Probably because of interference from Bobby Roode or Robert Roode. Probably that. And then if he's all destroyed and he's barely holding up the title, and then you hear Otis's music, or you see Otis running out and cashing in, that would be kind of cool. It's actually a pretty good idea. And that might be why they've left Otis out of a lot of stuff recently. If you haven't noticed, Otis is not around very often. So maybe they're trying to downplay him to where people kind of forget, and then he's gonna pull off something really big at Extreme Rules. That would be a good little story and some good payback right there. When is Slammiversary? Slammiversary is not for a couple weeks. I think it's like 3 weeks away. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's God, what did they say? I think they said 3 weeks on Tuesday. Something like that. It's not for a while. Yep. Nikki Cross did it. She got herself a #1 contendership from Sanity to #1 contender for the women's championship. Out of that whole crew, out of Eric Young, Killian Dane, Alexander Wolf, Sawyer Fulton, everybody who ever came through there, she's the one who's still actually doing big things. That's crazy, man. Oh, and then Tucker turns on him. Oh man, that is crazy twists and turns. If Tucker turns on him while he's trying to cash in, and that starts a feud between those two, that could be even better. That might be even better. He's about to get his revenge on Dolph, and he's about to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and Tucker ruins all that. Oh. Yo. Cowboy King Robbie, thank you for subscribing, man. Thank you for being the big dog. What's up? I subscribed to you. Yes, you did, Cowboy King Robbie. Thank you very much, man. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for subscribing. Hopefully you click that little bell icon too, because that'll tell you when I stream or when I upload videos, and you can come on by. July 25th for MLB. MLB?
It's the loyalty to this, all of it, to the business.
MLB? You talking about baseball?
He dedicated his life to what.
Or is that an abbreviation for something else?
The longevity to evolve in a methodical and meticulous way.
They're talking about the Undertaker again.
And to get such reaction, it was just magic. And because of that,
Game of Thrones music in the background? Sounded like Game of Thrones for a second.
And he was a constant. He was a locker room leader. What he meant to the business, in the ring, out of the ring.
Yeah, we'll
His
see.
legacy is that
Ring. I don't believe any of this. I mean, I believe you, but I'm saying I don't really think they know what they're gonna do. And I think that all it's gonna take is like 3 people to test positive to turn all their plans on their head. They shouldn't be trying to restart sports right now, man. We need to get stuff actually working. We'll see, though. Man, that Xavier Woods injury was something serious, dude. He had some extra serious surgery. This guy still ain't back. Major League Baseball, yeah. I mean, I know they want to get back playing, man, but it's just, I really don't see it. We'll see, though. What is that, a month? We got a month. Check back with me in a month to see if I was right about it. All right, so we got the New Day. What exactly is this for? Does anybody know? What exactly is this for? Is this just a smash up tag match? Lince Dorado. Okay. My Big E. Grand Metalik. Oh, Grand Metalik, you gotta move over here. Stand by your partner, man. I don't want to be around that guy. I don't like him. I don't like him. Big E, you're gonna have to move on over. There you go. I'm not gonna have enough space. Alright, so it's John Morrison. It is The Miz. It is Cesaro and Shinsuke. Where am I gonna put them? I guess right there. Cesaro. And Shinsuke Nakamura. Where is he? There he is. I'll let you guys see one of his eyes. That's exactly how obscure they have made him. I'll let you see one of Shinsuke's eyes in the background. Is Matt Riddle there? Not yet. Not yet. Say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. I don't know the rest of the words. I've heard this song 1,000 times and I still don't know the words. But then again, hey, I have an excuse. Okay? Chris Jericho did not know the words to his theme song either. I'm not talking about Judas. I'm talking about the Break the Walls Down. He did not know the words to that song. They asked him like 4 years ago what the words of that theme song were, and he was like something something break the walls down. Like he didn't know the words. So, hey, if you don't know the words to your own theme song, I'm allowed to not know the words to other people's theme songs. Captain Dad Jokes Cesaro? What? He's good at dad jokes? Remember when Miz and Morrison were once fighting for the WWE title against each other and Cena a decade ago? No, I do not. No, I do not.
SmackDown tag team titles, so it looks like Big E.
That's around the time where I wasn't really tuning into wrestling too much. Acid, no Matt Riddle. No Matt Riddle yet.
And a right hand to the midsection, and now Big E, the powerhouse of the New Day, goes right to work on the Miz.
Ooh, nice back elbow, but Big E just leveling Miz.
What is he looking to do right now?
Just about anything he wants to. Big E manhandling Miz in the early going of this matchup.
Clubbing blows to the chest of the A-lister. Oh, no.
Big E, don't do this.
No, don't do this.
Talk about
oh, my goodness. He splashed Miz on the apron.
Turned the Miz into an
Owie, wowie.
Cover and a kick out by Miz at 2. Tag made. And here comes part of the Lucha House Party, Lince Dorado. And ooh, Big E.
And Big E just tossing Lince at Miz.
Kick out by Miz. Lucha House Party been
on up, down, down. He's always saying dad jokes. Oh, okay.
Made here's Cesaro.
Cesaro's not impressed by Lucha House.
Yeah, I don't really watch that. That's like one of the only wrestling channels that I don't watch.
Impressive superstar on the roster and wants to be treated as such.
Yeah, Cesaro though. There's Lince Dorado now.
Oh no, get caught.
And there's the power
no Rana for you.
And Dorado, though,
wow, backflips out of it.
And catches Cesaro with an elbow, and now boots right to the face.
Oh, nice Nice takedown into a pinning combination. Wow. Lindsay was all around the map there.
Superhuman power possessed by Cesaro on social media.
Yeah, that splash was good. I liked it.
The most underrated superstar
You don't see that every day.
today.
Big E is a monster, dude. He really does need some sort of. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him go after a singles title eventually.
High-risk offense from the Lucha House Party paid off in a big way in that instance.
See him become Intercontinental champion or something like that.
A well-placed boot, now an uppercut tag made. Here comes the former Intercontinental champion.
I think the New Day faction just surpassed the record of being like the longest.
Over the past week, Corey, their campaign continues to be better recognized,
the longest
better
together faction without a breakup or something.
They say they're sick and tired of being overlooked.
Weird little forward sling blade by Grand Metalik did not look good. Ooh, Trouble in Paradise attempt by Kofi. Shinsuke just walks up and ducking under it and just walks to the corner to get the tag to John Morrison. So it's actually not a fatal four-way tag team match. It's actually two specific teams. It's all the bad guys, all the good guys versus all the bad guys. Oh no, no monkey flip for you.
Oh, and what a kick by Morrison. No joke about that. Kingston knocked off the apron, and now Nakamura lies in wait. The official has no clue what's going on as Kingston is banged off the boards here at ringside. Lindsay Dorado trying to come to Kingston's aid, but the damage has been
there
done.
We go.
And now
all right.
Cesaro
So yeah,
looks
two
to
separate teams.
Tag again.
4 men on 4 men. Oh my goodness. What? Yo. Oh my goodness. RKO, yeah. Dude. RKO. Yes. What in the wide world? How many bits was that? 251 bits. Well, that is the biggest cheer of the day. RKO CJ. He's like, you know what? Let me show you how to make an entrance. Teach you how to do the RKO right. My goodness, man. Thank you so much, RKO. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. I like to have a I like to think that RKO CJ is just chilling in the cut. He's chilling in the long grass, waiting, just watching for Randy Orton to show up, so he could do this, so he could come in and just like show up immediately when Randy Orton shows up. And he was sitting there tonight, and he's like, "Man, Randy's not gonna be on the show, is he? They're not gonna show Randy. All right, I'm just gonna show up right now." He always seems to show up here. Actually, right. See, I knew it. I knew it, man. I knew it. Thank you very much, man. Welcome to the stream. Have you been watching SmackDown, or did you just start tuning in? Cesaro, Nakamura, Morrison, and Miz is a stable. That can be good. Man, I feel like they're not going to focus, you know? Not them, but the WWE isn't going to focus on, I would say, any member of this enough to get it going. Sounds like a good idea. But even when you have Cesaro and Shinsuke by themselves, they don't really do anything with them. Let's move Miz over. Let's give Shinsuke a little bit of breathing room. He's feeling very cramped. There we go. I did it. I'm watching, just logged in at Twitch. What are you thinking of the show so far? I think it's pretty cool. I'm glad they're giving some props to the Undertaker, and if they have to have, you know, possibly less people at the Performance Center while they're waiting for Test to come back and trying to possibly start being safe with this whole outbreak. It's better late than never, but what the heck? I would say this is they've probably done well with what they have so far. This Tuesday on FS1, the story of what?
Take on the best of SmackDown in WWE Survivor Series 2018.
One time a year,
Oh, cool.
SmackDown compete in head-to-head competition. It doesn't get any bigger than this.
The action starts this Tuesday at 7 Eastern, only on FS1.
Okay.
Eight-man tag continues on Friday Night SmackDown. Miz, Morrison, Cesaro, and Nakamura against the New Day and the Lucha House Party. Tag made, here comes Miz. And Miz and Morrison have been dominating Kofi Kingston. Beautiful.
I like how Miz and Morrison always make sure that their gear is matching. You know, that's one of those things you can't overlook. Having matching outfits in a tag team.
And here's Miz cover now on Kingston.
I thought it was going to be 2 hours of straight Taker. Yeah, I was starting to think that too, but
I'm sure there's plenty of you. That was the new.
I'm kind of glad they're just mixing it in here and there.
Ho ho. That is the name, right?
No, that was Hey.
Because you know people would just get mad. Like what?
Do your research.
I didn't tune in for this old guy. So I'm kind of glad they're mixing in
Miz not allowing that to happen.
some other live stuff.
Second rope and a tornado DDT by Kingston, and he got spiked. And he buys himself some space and an opportunity maybe to make a tag to his New Day brethren.
Dave Rocks.
Big E.
Miz down. Kofi looking for the hot tag. Can he get it?
Still a long ways away.
No, Shinsuke right there. Stop that.
And Nakamura trying to drag Big E to the center of the ring. Cesaro now getting involved.
You put your hands on me. Nice baseball slide drop kick to Big E on the outside, and now he's able to do whatever he wants to Kofi over here. Ooh.
Gelled as a team in a very short period of time.
Yeah, they could definitely be a threat for the New Day and the SmackDown Tag Team titles down the road. And Kofi Kingston.
Hey, Kofi actually kind of hit the stomp okay this time. Kofi needs to stop doing that move, though. He hits it right one time out of like 10. Fox Sports showing WWE that's new. They've been doing that for a couple months now, but yeah, it's kind of tough to find it if you're not looking for it.
And a kick right to the hamstring.
Ooh.
Tremendous athlete, unorthodox offensive style, loves to fly around the ring, create stuff on the fly.
Whoa, nice. Springboard Rana by Metalik. Drop kick to Miz. Metalik's just taking out everybody now with the drop kicks. Oh, Morrison with some nice parkour kicks.
On display from John Morrison. Look at this.
Ooh.
Is it enough to put him away? And a kick out by
No way, you're not putting Morrison down with that.
Athleticism from Grand Metalik as we take another look at this.
You missed Tuesday when they showed the 08 Rumble. Oh man.
Morrison and Metalik still doing it.
I don't know if I'd want to watch a full pay-per-view with commercial interruptions, though. They're already kind of lengthy. Probably just watch it on the network. The only reason that I really wanted to watch the Boneyard match or these replays that they show during the shows because a lot of times they fit into a storyline or they fit into promos that people are going to cut. When it's just like a straight-up pay-per-view on TV, I'm kind of like, turn a 4-hour pay-per-view into like a 6-hour thing, you know? 2 hours into 4 hours.
Yeah, bad blood between those two teams. Tag made. Miz is now legal. And Dorado.
Uh-oh, Miz is here. Skull Crushing finale? No. Thanks to Dorado, not letting go of the ropes.
Dorado now.
Stunner.
That is not where Miz wants to be.
Oh, Miz is about to take the L.
Going up to the top rope. Morrison out.
Everybody's gone. Oh, my goodness. Rana off. Rana's Morrison off the apron.
Up to the top rope. Grand Metalik is going to fly. The king of the ropes.
Biggest elbow drop of his career right here. He just beat the Miz. Grand Metalik. Wow. Dude, that was the biggest springboard elbow of Grand Metalik's career right there. He just beat the Miz. Pinned him clean. No shenanigans, no weirdness. No distractions. Just literally got him. That is good stuff right there. Yeah, that's huge for him, man. That is huge. Lucha House Party and a New Day pick up the win against Miz, Morrison, Shinsuke, and Cesaro. And now we're backstage with Baron Corbin. And he's just trying on his crown.
Earlier, you had some very strong words to say about The Undertaker, while your opponent tonight, Jeff Hardy, says he sees The Undertaker like a mentor.
As a mentor? Really? Where'd they get Jeff Hardy? In and out of jail? In and out of rehab? Now Jeff Hardy wants to teach me a lesson in respect. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to teach Jeff Hardy a little lesson in reality.
Ooh.
He should follow in The Undertaker's footsteps and hang it up. So after tonight, Jeff Hardy will finally be able to...
Rest in peace.
Rest.
Oh, God.
In peace.
Corbin mocking The Undertaker again.
Well, no one dare mock the Universal Champion. Braun Strowman had a bizarre encounter last week.
Whoa. The Bray Wyatt, that little, that thing that keeps buzzing in and out, that used to keep buzzing in and out, that's happening to the footage of Braun now. I like that. Yep, that is a big win. A former WWE champion, former Money in the Bank champion, right? Multiple time, I think, 7-time Intercontinental champion, multiple time tag team champion. I don't know if Miz has ever had the United States Championship. If he hasn't, he should, though. He should. Do you think they're taking away the Fiend gimmick? No, I think they're saving it. I think Braun is gonna beat him one more time, and then that's when the Fiend's gonna come and clear Braun out of there. They're probably giving Braun like a practice run with the title to see how he does with it and how interested the universe is, like how many hits he gets on his merchandise and all that. They're probably just testing Braun out right now because they already know that Bray is money. I would say he beats Bayou Bray. He beats Bayou Wyatt, and then that's when the Fiend has to come out and it's like, I told you, enough of this nonsense. Let's just take care of this peon, and then they destroy Braun or turn him to one of the puppets, and then we get a Braun puppet for a while or something. I don't know, something along those lines. Miz has had the United States title. Oh, so is he a grand champion then? Would he be considered a grand champion? I think he would. Oh, he hasn't had the Universal Championship, but he's. Oh, okay. What I'm gonna do is, if you've won the World Championship before there was a Universal Championship, then you are considered a grand champion. So is he a grand champion? I think he is. He's an 8-time Intercontinental champion. Okay. Yeah, so I would say that Miz is a grand champion. He's been tag team champion, he's been United States, he's been Intercontinental, and he's been world champion. That's like all the belts a guy can have. There were probably some titles during that run that have retired as well. Things like maybe the hardcore title, or I don't know, maybe the European title was there for like a year or something. Yeah, I wouldn't count the Universal title because he won the world title before there was a Universal title. So at that point, he was the world champion. There was no other. So that's why I'm saying, unless there was that one of those years where they had the big gold belt and they also had the spinner title or something? I have so many questions. Miz is awesome though, man, and I'm not saying that because that's his shtick. Miz is a guy who got cut from Tough Enough. Think about that, man. They told him he wasn't good enough. They said, man, you didn't make it. And now look at him.
I went about this all the wrong way.
Oh,
look, Bray, this story between me and you, it's over.
It's over.
He's just getting started. What's wrong, brother?
It was just the spinner title?
You look like you're
Oh, there was another one? So it was during the gold nugget times too?
Therefore, it is my duty to destroy you.
Were there two world championships?
Just follow the buzzers. Run.
The Braun Express.
Here comes the Strowman Express. The universe.
Who's he gonna destroy right now? I'd like to see Braun just have like a really good match out of nowhere. You know, I'd like to see Karrion Kross just come out right now and wrestle him for like 10 minutes. And then have Bray kind of mess up the match somehow and it gets thrown out. Have Karrion Kross just surprise Braun right now and be like, I want the title. That would be one of the most hype things I could see right now. Karrion Kross, the lights go out, and then all of a sudden you see the wings flapping on the Titantron, and you see Scarlet and the outline of Scarlet. I would lose my freaking mind right now. Oh, he's got a promo.
About when I first met Bray Wyatt.
All right.
And for the first time in my life, I felt fear.
Oh, okay, so the gold nugget belt still existed. Okay, so he's, I guess he's
fear.
not.
I'm talking about the type of fear that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up.
Yeah, I like that Strowman
that
shirt
gives you
too.
that feeling down in the pit of your stomach that something is wrong. That type of fear that makes a grown man tremble. Now, one night, we're sitting on the edge of that disgusting swamp. Bray's lantern glistening in the dark. As I looked towards the water, a water moccasin started to slide out of the water, slithering directly towards Bray's lantern. As I noticed this, I jumped up and I quick wanted to stomp it to death, but Bray stopped me. He said, no, 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 no. That's my friend.
Oh.
I was confused. As I watched Bray Wyatt walk towards this snake, he knelt down and got face to face with it. As the snake coiled up, it lashed out and it bit Bray right in the face. And all he did was laugh. He laughed as that snake repeatedly bit him over and over and over. And in this instant, I knew that I was in the presence of evil. You see, because Bray Wyatt didn't get poisoned by this snake. He didn't bleed. He didn't even flinch when it bit him in the face. All he did was laugh. And at that moment, I knew Bray Wyatt was the devil himself.
Oh,
And
dang,
that's when
it's
I
like
realized Bray Wyatt was the serpent. I was overcome with emotion, enamored at this feat that I
It
just
counts?
witnessed.
Oh, it was the big title though.
And I
Okay,
couldn't
it was
help
the world title at that point. Okay.
And so,
all right, cool.
I started doing the devil's work.
That's what I was asking though. I was asking, did they have more than one world championship? You know.
And the bad part about it all, I loved every second of it.
Oh, dang.
And you see,
Uh-oh, is he turning him?
parts of me still does. I've done everything in my power.
Who's this Braun?
And being
the Braun who can talk, I guess.
that side of me away. In a place in the back of my mind where I thought I could forget about it. But it calls for me. And you know, Bray, I can't go on living like this. So what do you say? What do you say we go back to the swamp?
Oh.
To that eerie, miserable hell you call a home. You know, there's only two ways this is going to turn out, Bray. I keep thinking it and thinking and thinking. I'm either going to come out of this the most evil son of a bitch this earth has ever seen, or I'm coming out with the satisfaction that I spit in the devil's face and I ripped him limb for limb and I stomped on his chest till every rib in his body broke. Then I'm going to drag you into the swamp and let the alligators finish you. What do you say, Bray? Do you want to go home? Do you want to go to the place of your creation? Let's go.
Let's do
because
it.
I'm ready to turn it into the place of your destruction. One more time, Bray. Let's go home.
Well, that was the best promo of his life. Well, that was the best promo of his entire career so far. He's laughing too.
This Monday,
dude, that was hot fire. That was his best promo ever. I like this Braun too, dude. Dude, it's like what I said. It's like what I said. Oh my goodness, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Derek, yo, what's up, Derek? How you doing, man? Welcome. Haven't seen you in a bit. Wow. That explains the horror show theme. Didn't like it? You didn't like it, Mo. What was wrong with it? Was it too scary? Mo was too scary. Really love Nakamura and Cesaro team with Miz and Morrison. Me too. Somebody in here was talking about maybe they could be a faction. If the WWE actually would continuously focus on them, I could be all for that. But I just hope, I would hope for the best, you know. Looks like he was trying to be something he's not. But that could be the point. That could be the point of it, though. When you think about it, that's kind of the story here. Is that Braun has been being himself, and maybe Bray is starting to influence him in a way that's bringing him back into that black sheep, you know, something that he's not, something that he never was, something that he never wanted to be. Once Braun took the mask away and started to forge his own path, he became more popular and started to be more of just himself. So maybe that's the point, you know? Maybe the point is that it's not who he is. It's that Bray is starting to pollute his mind again. Bray is starting to get to him. You know? Could be good storytelling. Could actually be that you are seeing exactly what they want you to see here. That Braun is not acting like his normal self. That he's being something that he's not. Did Nikki and Alexa? Yeah, they did. Yes, they did, Drippin'. Nikki Cross won the #1 contendership, so she's fighting Bayley at Extreme Rules for the title, for the SmackDown Women's title. Do you think at Extreme Rules we'll get a Fatal 4-Way for the SmackDown Tag Team titles? I hope not. I hope not, dude. If they're gonna put it on Lucha House Party, I want them to just straight up win it. There's too much of that going on. There's too much of multi-people matches, kind of making someone look good, but not actually cementing them. Not actually proving how good they are. They're just kind of, oh, everybody else was on the outside, and then somebody gets the pin. You know, I would rather, if they're gonna give it to Lucha House Party, or they're gonna give it to Cesaro and Shinsuke or whoever, like just build them up for the next couple weeks and then let them win it for real. That way the start of their title reign is legit. You know, if you start your title reign in like a fatal 4-way match or something, it's not as concrete. It's not as concrete as if you win it just against the actual champion. So give it to Cesaro and Shinsuke if they can beat New Day. Give it to Lucha House Party if they can beat New Day. Just let them actually get a straight up tag team match to win the tag team titles.
That says what my career
Although it would be really fun if they could put. Okay, I will say yes, but it's got to have like a crazy stipulation. Thank you for the host, Irish.
I can't even imagine what my life would be like without him.
Morrison versus Cesaro is your dream match.
Ever step foot in that ring.
They've probably fought before, right? Have they never fought?
We're lucky to be able to have seen him perform. I believe The Undertaker has transcended sports entertainment.
Have they ever fought?
I think of him as one of the greatest stars in all of entertainment.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And here is a man who says
RKO CJ again. Orton! Oh my goodness. Randy Orton. aka RKO CJ with 100 freaking bits. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for to We Rup for giving some hype. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. Never in WWE. That's kind of okay sometimes though, because some other promotions, like when people fight in Ring of Honor, sometimes they're able to do more of their actual style. So if they fought in Ring of Honor, maybe, I don't know if Morrison has ever been in Ring of Honor though. Sometimes if people have fought outside of WWE, it could be a better match than if they fought inside of WWE. They're wearing masks in the crowd. Yeah, they are. I like it. RKO CJ, thank you so much for the bits, man. You've been lighting it up today. This is a definite win for Jeff Hardy here, or it's going to be... Oh, dude, Sheamus is probably going to mess this up. Sheamus is probably going to mess this up. We'll see, though. But yeah, RKO, thank you so much. They should have been wearing masks the whole time, man. It's like that Gritty said, Liv Morgan should be with Bray Wyatt. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing going on with her. They think they're slow building it, but it's like she's not creating new fans off of this slow build that they're doing. If it is a slow build, it's not creating any fans. It's just making it so the people who were mildly interested aren't interested anymore, and the people who were interested, now they feel like, oh, she's getting mistreated. It's just creating like a negative situation for her. They got to switch it up a little bit. Either team her back up with Ruby Riott, or have her have a straight up feud with Ruby Riott, or just start pushing her again, or switch her up somehow. Make her Sister Abigail. Do something with her. She's gotta do something. Kenny Omega and Cesaro have fought. Oh my goodness, dude. We gotta watch that. Yeah, Mo, that does suck, dude. But hey, better late than never, right? Better late than never. I live in Arizona, where our tests are skyrocketing through the roof because we have politicians here who absolutely do not care about the health and safety of our citizens. Or, well, they didn't. Now they're being forced to. So now we have mandates where you have to wear a mask if you go anywhere. You have to wear a mask outside here. You have no choice. I like that a lot. I wish everywhere would have done that. They should have made it a law as soon as they found the outbreak. They should have been like, everybody's wearing masks, all right? You don't like it, you catch a fine.
King Corbin gains the adulation that he deserves from a lot of the WWE universe, perhaps the locker room.
Or Young Bucks versus Nakamura and Cesaro, dude. Maybe what I would really love is if they would have like a WrestleCon type of thing, you know, where like it's kind of like an independent place. You know how Washington D.C. is not a state, something like that, where it's like anything that happens within this one event, your contract doesn't touch. Like everybody has insurance, so if anybody gets hurt, they still take care of you. But just where your contract is suspended when you walk in the place, and just have like some dream matches. Make it like the new Wrestlemania, and just split all the profits for the companies that are involved based on how many people they actually have matches or whatever.
And suddenly the tables have turned and
that'd be so awesome.
finds himself on a roll up and down goes Corbin.
Luckily, most of these guys end up working outside of the WWE, so if you really want to see them fight each other, it's probably happened.
In this matchup. So much has been made about Jeff Hardy and his
everybody from any company, yeah. I would love to see somebody from WWE challenge Cody.
A man he called nothing
I would love to see that, man. Jeff Hardy getting, yeah, he's getting destroyed. Kurt, it's not just you. He's getting destroyed. Why didn't they do AJ versus Drew Gulak? Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought they were supposed to fight this week. Maybe they're going to do it in a second here. I don't know. I could have sworn there was supposed to be that match this week. But maybe because... Oh, goodness. Splats to the mat. Maybe because Renee Young came in contact with both him, both AJ and possibly the Bro and possibly Daniel Bryan. Maybe because she was too close to them. Maybe that's why they're not doing it. I don't know. Corbin calling out the Undertaker again. Oh, this is not smart. Yeah, you're absolutely right, though. Hardy is getting his butt kicked a lot recently. Yeah, nobody cares. The thing is, nobody cares. It's not even just like a single state or a single politician that you can blame it on. It's just the corporate machine. That's the problem. They've depended on the backs of us for so long that they take us for granted to the point where they're willing to sacrifice our lives just to get their pocketbooks running again. And when they know good and well that they've profited off our backs for so long that they have the money where they can hand out checks right now to keep us safe and keep us at home and get this virus stomped out. But they don't want to do that. They want to protect their bottom line. So it's not one single politician. It's not one single state. It's just the corporate machine. And that's why it's not just the United States either. If you guys look at it, it ain't the United States. You're seeing all the curves starting to go up. There's only a couple places in the world right now where they're keeping it down. Yeah, Baron better stop. I know he's retired from like matches, but I don't think he's retired from coming out and stomping somebody's face if they talk trash. Give us Dudley merch. There is Dudley merch. What are you talking about? I'm just telling you the truth, guys. It's the corporate machine. That's what it is. Derek's got to go. All right, man, Derek. Thanks for hanging with us, man. Who do I want to see? You're asking who my dream match is? I already got my dream match. It was Goldberg squashing Brock Lesnar in like 15 seconds or whatever. I already got it. I'm one of the few people on this planet who's good with what he got. My dream match already happened. It was Goldberg spearing, jackhammering, and pinning Brock Lesnar at like the height of his super mega powers recently. I think it's gear, man. I think it's gear. But wait, I thought we had to open everything up. No, we don't. All they would have to do is just put a moratorium on rent, make it so that people have suspended rent, so you don't have to pay your rent for a couple of months. Make it so that you're gonna make the people who own apartments and the companies that run your mortgage and all that. Make sure you're gonna make them whole after it's all over. Make sure you give them the assurance. Suspend rent, suspend mortgage. Send everybody a couple checks. Have them stay at home and just stomp this virus all the way out. But they skimped, and now we're feeling the pain.
Big and talented and dangerous as King Corbin. You don't need
We'll
to be
see.
taught a message.
See how they do with it.
Unless you opt to.
Dang, this is gonna be the main event. Wow. Hardy versus Corbin. All right. If this ends with Undertaker stomping these guys out, oh, there's the bro right there, and there's Drew Gulak. Huh. Yeah, I would say that AJ's getting tested or something, dude. That's why they didn't do it.
It's going to show off. It's going to motivate him.
Dang, Drew Gulak lost his title opportunity for the week at least.
The former three-time world champion, Jeff Hardy, a man who's held the United States Championship, a four-time Intercontinental.
Yep, Riddle's here, so I guess he didn't get close enough to Renee for it to be an issue.
Now Hardy trying to rally. Jeff Hardy, who's made a career.
And they got everybody at ringside too.
Really been the
Jeff's
story of
definitely
his
winning
personal
this,
life as
dude.
well.
How would you have all these good guys at ringside right now?
Here comes Corbin. Look at the athleticism and the quickness and the suddenness.
They're gonna be out here cheering. Bam, 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 bam. Derek, what do you think of my dream match, dude? What do you think of it? Like I said, I'm one of the few people who actually got their dream match.
Now Corbin with some words for Braun Strowman, the Universal Champion.
Is Jimmy wearing a mask too? Or Jay? I think Jay is wearing a mask. Oh my goodness.
Right to the back of the neck.
Put his face against the plexiglass and the paint came off. It's on the plexiglass. What a cool image.
Continue the assault.
He's getting smeared, yeah. Yep, he got definitely smeared.
Necessarily agrees with what King Corbin said about the Undertaker, but in this case, might makes right. You can disagree with Corbin.
Yeah, I bet you AJ's getting tested.
Here's Corbin now hooking the leg on Hardy and a kick out at 2.
Something like
you
that.
Can run your mouth all you want, Corey, as long as you can back it up, and that's what Corbin's
That sucks, dude. I was really looking forward to seeing Drew Gulak versus AJ. Those two tear the house down. Two of the best wrestlers they have.
Jeff to build any type of momentum.
This is so unfair for Baron Corbin. Look at this. He's surrounded by naysayers. Think about if this is the other way around. If there was just nothing but heels on the outside. Ooh. Nice sit out chin breaker.
Breakers has the King in the ropes.
And here's Hardy fighting back. Jeff Hardy starting to feel it now. A couple of right hands and another.
That's wearing the purple sleeves this time.
Reversal, Hardy whipped across
yeah,
the ring.
Jay definitely has a mask on, guys. But maybe it just fits him though, because he's, you know, I've seen him wear a bandana before around his neck.
Jeff Hardy. And a basement drop kick to Corbin. Covered by Jeff, hooking the legs and an up to knock Corbin off, and a kick out by the King.
A kickoff. Hey, Jeff Hardy is the previous world champion as well, so this would be a big win for Baron Corbin.
He's double tough, and he has very little friends in the SmackDown locker room.
Jeff has been a little less than recently, though.
This business is all about.
And looking for the
Whoa, twist of fate, nope.
Able to counter. Hardy into the corner, able to deliver a right hand. And now Jeff Hardy going to head up to the top rope. Tried that earlier, didn't work. Whisper in the wind. And Corbin prevents it from happening again.
Oh.
And now Jeff's going to land on his feet.
Over the top. Down below. Oh, deep six. Wow, laid him out with it. Beautifully done, Corbin. Flatter housing. Jeff able to kick out at 2. Center of the ring. Beautiful placement by Baron. Baron just gets smoother and smoother. Baron might be like somewhat of like a Randy Orton type of character. Just a good heel. He's not as devious and he's not as smooth, but he's getting smoother every day. And his matches don't shock and awe people, but he is clean. He does a good job in the ring, and he's a good heel. And he's got a super devastating finisher that I hardly ever see anybody kick out of. I can't tell you who the last person who kicked out at the end of days was. I could see Baron Corbin by the end of his career being somewhat like a Randy Orton, if he keeps his mind right. Beautiful swanton. Wow, yo, Hardy got it. Wow. Jeff Hardy pulled it off. Good stuff. The swanton was enough. He didn't even hit him with the twist of fate. What's the story with that? Oh, he's getting beat down after this. Get him. Yes, yes, Corbin, get him. Good match. 4G's tail. Well, that's the best match part of SmackDown. I do agree with that. Oh my goodness. Wow, the big ending. Big E comes into the ring and levels Baron Corbin. Oh, now he's gonna catch the twist of fate, right? Oh man, see, this is so unfair. Now everybody's gonna hit him with their finishers. Braun Strowman has joined the fray.
Corbin doesn't deserve this.
Corbin doesn't deserve this.
Corbin, you better turn around and turn around quickly, because there's the monster among men, the Universal Champion. With Corbin,
when will they show the Undertaker's tribute video? All night they've been showing it. All night they've been showing it. It's been several different segments laid out, woven through the show.
And now they want the original Bro to get involved. Matt Riddle, who knocked off AJ Styles in his SmackDown debut last week.
Oh my goodness.
Matt Riddle up to the top.
Judging by his back, if Jeff does Swanton, odds are he's winning off of it.
Corbin, everybody's getting involved. And what an incredible...
This is not fair. Corbin, no. Alright, I already answered you, so I'm timing you out. You gotta listen, man. If you ask a question, you gotta listen. Don't spam the chat.
As Jeff Hardy stands tall.
Blam, blam, blam out. Everybody destroyed Corbin. Bam, bam, bam out. Corbin's friends got traded to Raw. That is true. Uh-oh. And the Undertaker is in the background on the Titantron. Wow. And they said Jeff Hardy's going to be the one who sends them off. Wow. Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker. Well, that was an episode. I'll give it that. Man, we gotta have a little talk about this, guys. Just a little talk. A whisper, yeah, it was a fun episode. A chat. Yes, a chat. Let's do that. Let's have a chat. I love it, man. What is going on, people? It is time for Grapple Chat, the review show where you get to actually be part of the review, where you get to actually change the course of history. Man, this was definitely an episode of SmackDown. This was something else. Uh-oh. My tarping is coming down. My tarping. All right, hang on. I'm just going to pull it down for now. Let's just do that. There we go. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you would like to give me your review on SmackDown Live, or SmackDown. I keep wanting to call it SmackDown Live. It was SmackDown Live for so long, and now it's just SmackDown. Please put it in the chat. I want to know what you thought of this. What you thought of this episode of SmackDown out of 10. We actually rate out of 10 here. So did you think it was an 8 out of 10, a 7 out of 10, a 6.9 out of 10, a 7.952 5309? I don't know. I wanted a bro kick. Hey, I would say Corbin got sufficiently leveled for talking trash about the Undertaker. He's always the butt of like stuff like that, you know. Staunch is in the building. See, Griff is in the building. What is up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me know. Let me know. Grapple chat. It's time. Ringmaster says 7.9. Okay. Ringmaster says a 7.9. We Rub says an 8.0. Okay, okay. I see you. I see you. Undertaker said he would unretire for a match with Gritty. I'll give him the match of his life. Gemini says it's a solid 7. 7.0. Alright, I see you. I see you, Gemini. I got the chair, man. This chair is like the best chair on Twitch, alright? All these people got these gaming chairs. I got this classy situation. The type of chair you'd see Sir Ian McKellen in as he sips a fine brandy in front of the fireplace. This is the classy chair. Yes, yes, Chad. Don't listen to We Rubbed. We Rubbed thinks he's like the agent. We Rubbed, you don't control me, and you don't control the Undertaker. Possum King? What? What the heck is up with you and the possums? Give it a 9 out of 10. Wow, that's really high, dude. It was a nice tribute for Taker. Corbin was top tier heel in his promo. Okay. I could see where you're getting that. What I have issue with is when a show gets to a 9 out of 10, it means that it's like it's almost the perfect show. It's a show that's gonna go down in history, you know. It's a show that people are going to be talking about. It's one of these shows like, it was me, Austin. It was me all along. Or gosh. It's like talking about, it's like Goldberg getting tased to lose his streak. It's stuff like that. Things that are going to be iconic for years and years and years. And I don't know if Baron Corbin losing to Jeff Hardy is going to be iconic for years and years and years. And I don't know if a bunch of replays of The Undertaker is gonna be iconic. So the 9, I'm gonna bring that down to a 7.75. Actually, no, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it this time, but next time please understand a 9 it should be reserved for shows that are like you're gonna talk about it for years and years to come. I do not foresee this show being one of those linchpin shows that people are going to be like, oh my god, did you see that one on June the 26th, 2020? I don't think that's happening with this. But we're gonna let it rock. I'll put your 9 there. Chad says 7.5. Make sure you guys show up and hang out during the show. That way I know you're here. Nothing big happened, yeah. That's kind of how I feel about it. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 scores. Anybody else, or is that it? That's it? No, they don't got it officially because I'm giving this show a 7 out of 10. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. I completely agree that this was a placeholder show. I don't think it did anything for anybody. I don't think it made Jeff Hardy look like a more dominant superstar in any way that's going to help him with the feud with Sheamus. Disappointment abound with the canceling of the title match that I could have sworn Drew was supposed to have, unless that was announced for 2 weeks from now. I just literally didn't like it too much. I'm happy that they gave Undertaker a tribute. I know that they had things going on, but in the grand scheme of SmackDown episodes, I would say this is about a 7. The women's match, Lacey's got to get some more reps in, man. She's looking very she seems to be out here looking like she's counting steps, and she's so slow and just she's not looking like she's actually trying to wrestle people out there. She looks like she's trying to hit her spots, which is difficult. It's a tough job, man, but when you're a professional wrestler, it's you know, you're supposed to be a professional wrestler. So I definitely understand that they called her up too soon. I'm not saying it's her fault. It's just it's something that needs to be remedied because she's looking very behind the 8 ball and not in the best way, not in the best situation there. Dana, she's still got a little ways to go as well. Nikki and Alexa, they looked like they made the right decision with Nikki there. The Braun promo might have saved the show from getting below. It did save the show from getting below a 7 for me, because that Braun promo showed that Braun can actually stretch a little bit outside of his comfort zone and start delivering a story that's worthy of being like, hey, okay, what's going to happen next? Might not have been the greatest promo ever, but it was his greatest promo. It was his actually turning in a performance that has to do with the storyline involved. It has to do with the characters involved. It has to do with the caricature he's supposed to be pulling off. So I don't know, man. This SmackDown was worthy of a watch. Hopefully this is not a slide back into the Corbin days, because I don't want to go back to just the straight up Corbin days, man. They were on a good roll for a while as far as I'm concerned, and if they continue with this, it will be back to the Dark Ages. Lacey got lazy. Yeah, she was improving for a while. I don't know what's up with it. Plus, it makes sense. She's got a daughter. She probably doesn't want to be going to the gym all day or hanging out with 20 different people every day and putting her daughter at risk and putting her family at risk. So it makes sense why she's not getting all the reps and getting much better at wrestling during this pandemic. But she was getting better, and now I'm just seeing this stagnation in her wrestling. So I don't know, maybe she's got to do some thought exercises or something, because one of the ways that true champions get better is here. It's not all about your workout. It's not all about just continuously doing stuff. It's also about how you view stuff and how you realize the psychology of a wrestling match, or how you realize the psychology of anything that you're trying to do. It's not all about getting out there and lifting weights. It's not all about dropping down, doing toe holds and stuff. Some of it has to do with how you view stuff, how you pop a crowd, how you get people involved, and I'm just not seeing that. So I don't know, man. If you can't physically practice, try to mentally practice. I'll tell you one thing: mentally practicing about basketball got me so much better than just going out there and playing by myself and shooting free throws all day. Because yeah, you can hit some free throws, but like, what about all the in-between stuff? What about how it is? What about defending an inbounds play, or setting screens, or taking screens, or avoiding screens, or leading people with passes? Visual communication with people, where you don't have to say something. You can just glance to the side and they'll see that you're saying cut and you can feed them, and they can do backdoor play, and that's easy 2 points. Like, mentally practicing sometimes can do wonders if you can't physically practice. And a lot of times in Oregon, where I used to live, it would be too rainy outside, too cold outside, too windy outside. You'd shoot a 3 and the ball would go off to the side, and it just wouldn't help to practice anything but layups. Sometimes you got to mentally practice, so maybe she can do something like that. I don't know. There's a gigantic mental aspect of wrestling, and look at who the biggest stars in the industry are right now, dude. They're people who have captured your imagination, or people who have captured you with their attitudes. It's not necessarily the best wrestlers, you know. The best wrestlers aren't on top right now. It's people who have captured your attention in ways that are outside of the turnbuckles. So, yeah, I give it a 7. Let's add it up. Let's find out. Let's do the math. Let's find out if this episode of SmackDown was able to scratch the leaderboard or scratch the board. Here we go. We got a 7.9, an 8.0, a 7.0, a 9.0, a 7.5, and a 7.0. That adds up to a 46.4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scores. So 46 divided by 6. 7.73! No, they missed it! Oh, they missed it. 7.75 is the cutoff for the point. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They missed it by 0.02. Wow. 7.75 is the cutoff. So if you score above that after we average it all out, that's when you get a point. So SmackDown does not get the point. Wow. Dude. I gotta say, I mean, I agree. A lot of people didn't, but I love the Undertaker stuff. Trust me, it's just, it doesn't make a full-on show, and I know that there's reasons that they probably couldn't put on a full-on show. I'm glad they kept people safe, but, you know, when it all comes down, that show is not going to be regarded as anything that that would be recommendable. Besides the Braun promo. The Braun promo was cool. Seeing Baron get humiliated again. I mean, yeah, you've seen it happen. You've seen it happen a couple times. Yeah, maybe if we would have got the AJ and Drew match, that would have made up for that. That definitely would have upped the score. They would have got a point tonight. Do I like Colt Cabana on AEW? I think Colt Cabana is a good wrestler. He's a good athlete. He's got a great mind for the business. He knows that ring like very few other people. I highly respect him as a wrestler, but his gimmick is abrasively bad to me. I don't like his gimmick. So hopefully they'll fix that up with the Dark Order stuff, you know. Hopefully they'll fix that up. Yeah, he looks like he's joining the Dark Order, so they might be getting the best version of Colt Cabana of all time. Can you imagine a Colt Cabana that doesn't do all this weird wackiness and actually utilizes the ring as like a super technician? He could be a super technician. He could be somebody who's like a Cassius Ohno type of guy who just knows the ring and knows wrestling so well that he can just wrestle an incredible match with anybody. And if he was evil and helping the Dark Order like that, can you imagine all like the cool little spots he could do, the cool little ways that he could sabotage a match that aren't just, oh, I'm gonna hit you while the ref isn't looking. Like, can you imagine all the inventive ways Colt Cabana could come up with to make a match devious and evil and to make it so the good guy loses in a way that just steams you? You know, it's so awesome to me that he might be turning heelish, because the guy, he's found a way to make like some of the most ho-hum, humdrum, get on with the next match type of matches actually look fun and actually have a cool cadence to it and actually have some cool spots. Can you imagine how he could do it as a heel? He could actually change the way people break up pins, how people interfere in matches, how people get the refs' attention, how people cause distractions, how people introduce different characters, how people do twin magic with the Dark Order. They have a cool thing going on because they all wear masks. So he could actually switch. He could do some like twin magic type of stuff. There's all kinds of cool things about Colt Cabana turning heel besides him getting rid of the corniness that I don't like. I like Colt Cabana, and I'm very happy that he's gonna possibly be doing something else besides this weirdness that's been holding him back in my eyes for a while. So I hope that answers your question. I like him, I guess. I like him as a wrestler. Give talent credit for the cards they're dealt. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I gave it a 7. I could have given it worse than that, honestly. But 7, I think everybody came through and gave a pretty good performance outside of what I talked about already. Could have been a better show. Could have been much worse. I think that they turned in something that was worth a watch, but not something I would be like, yo, you gotta watch that. Roderick Strong afraid to get in the ring with Loomis. I like that. I like that. But there you guys have it. Thank you guys so much for your input. Thank you guys so much for your reviews, your scores. SmackDown stays tied with AEW right now. AEW has 2 incredible shows coming up. They got Fyter Fest coming. NXT has the Great American Bash. Raw has been on fire. And SmackDown, hopefully it'll bounce back next week and really turn in a good performance that's worth a point, because I don't want to see SmackDown start falling way behind, man. It's been awesome that they've been so close. I mean, look at this. Let's go right back to the Battle of the Brands for just a second and look at how close these scores are. Look at this. Look at how awesome wrestling has been recently, dude. Look at how lucky we've been. These shows have been so fun. And NWA, it's unfortunate, but if NWA was still running, they'd be right here. They'd be right in this race somewhere. They might even be in the lead or tied with Raw or something. NWA turns in an incredible show. It's just unfortunate they've had to stop their tapings and stuff. NWA is incredible. But this is the Battle of the Brands, and you know we got to rate shows. So I don't even know what GAB is, man. Oh, Great American Bash. Oh, yeah. We'll see. We'll see what they do, man. It's not going to be a network pay-per-view, so it'll probably just have some pretty cool graphics and look just like the regular NXT setup. We'll see what they do, though. I can't say that I'm overly excited for it because I don't want to be disappointed. So I'll just say we'll see. We shall see. So I hope you guys enjoyed Grapple Chat, because we found out that was all right. Plus, I got my American flag shirt on. Look at the animation. You see it? Now that's awesome. I'm going to have to wear this for the Great American Bash as well, so we can have the American flag running through my shirt. But thank you guys so much for the scores. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, the likes on the YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for the bits that you guys have given during this. We are not done here. I'm going to be restarting the stream on Twitch so that we can get quality options, because I am going to be playing a super awesome, graphically intensive and sound intensive game called The Last of Us 2. So I want to be able to restart that and people to be able to catch up or see it in whatever definition they want, 1080p all the way down. So I'm going to be restarting the stream. We're not done tonight. We're done with YouTube though. So YouTube, if you'd like to come over, everybody on YouTube, if you'd like to come over to the Twitch channel, hang out with us tonight, have some fun, please come on over. The link is in the description of this video, and it's also, if you just want to hear it, it is twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. Okay, no weird spellings, no weird spaces, no numbers, no weirdness. Just twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. come on over and hang out with us, man. It's going to be awesome. I'll be back online in just a few moments. We're going to maybe have to restart a few times to get our quality options, but that's what's going on tonight, guys. Thank you so much, and that was the chat.